Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is time to plan my third paycheck of July. It is a magic month for me. So there are some things that I need to do with this third paycheck. And if you would like to see more, I encourage you to continue watching. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get right on into it. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. This paycheck is coming in on the 29th of July. And so it will cover some bills in August as well. So for my full-time pay, again, with my raise, I'm not quite sure with like what a base, my base salary is without overtime. So we are going to, I'm still going to budget $875 for my part-time, and then for my full-time, because I'm not sure, I'm just going to say $1750. I'd rather budget low and it come in higher, and then I can figure out what to do with that higher amount. Other will be zero because the cell phone bill is not due this paycheck. Okay, so we're working with $2,625. Okay, so for my fixed expenses, I always start off with my mortgage. And because this is the third paycheck month, we are budgeting zero because the first two paychecks in July would be the money that I allocate for my August mortgage. And then the two paychecks in August will be what I will use to pay September's mortgage. So we don't need to budget for that. The other bills that fall in here is, hopefully you can see that. Yes. So we have all these blue that we need to cover. I put mortgage here because I wasn't for sure, but I have a Discover payment. Oh, I need to include that in. Okay. So my income is going to change just slightly because I'm going to put sinking funds. So we need to add that $100. So this will be $27.25, just so I can account for the money going out for my security system renewal. The next bill that is coming up is pest control. It's due at the very end of each month. And we budget whole numbers, and then we come in with our actuals. So this is $57. Then because this paycheck covers from the 29th of July through August 11th, I have a few bills that fall between the 8th and the 10th. So the first one is iCloud, and we're budgeting $11. Ameren, which is my gas for hot water and to heat my house, we're going to budget $25. And then city utilities, now this is for my AC and also for my waters, like electricity and water. And trash is in there too. So all three of those things, I am going to budget $170. Because what's due in August would be for what I use in July. And then our next one is internet. It's also due on the 10th. And that is a flat $100. Then we have my Navient student loan, and that's $133. This is due on the 20th. So I've already paid this with the first two paychecks of July for July. So the last paycheck of July and the first one of August will go for August payment. However, my Mohila, I'm still going to put it in here. I'm not budgeting anything because my first two paychecks of July will cover July's. It's due on the 26th, 25th. And then my two checks in August will cover August payment. So we're not budgeting anything for that. So for my fixed bills for this third paycheck, we have $496, which every time I have like a magic month and like that happens where I don't have to pay like my mortgage or something, it freaks me out because I'm like, it's not right. When I subtract that from the income, oh shoot. So 2725 minus 496, that leaves me with $2,229. Okay, so over here to my variable, and it's going to be a little bit of a difference. So Discover, it's my credit card. That is what I'm currently working on for my debt payoff journey. 400 is what I pay each paycheck, no matter what. That is my goal. I mean, there is like if I don't have enough for my bills, then of course this number would decrease. But as long as I can pay my bills, I'm paying $400. I leave a line item in here for therapy and medication. I am going to allocate some for medication, nothing for therapy. But I know that I'm short on the money that I need for my August medication. So because we have so much left over, we're going to say $50. Okay, so then a next one that is different is we have my college tuition. We have, my security system. Okay, so for my tuition, I'm going to say $800 for now. I think I owe like $1,000 something. Had my appointment for like my scholarship and all that. But in conversations, they made it seem like they were going to pay my entire tuition and my books this semester. I don't know if because the college changed and so that it makes a difference. I'm not sure. And then we're doing $100 for my security system. Then for groceries, this is my normal stuff that I keep in my wallet. We're doing $180. Home will be $20. Fuel, we're going to do $200. This may be lower when I come in with the actual spending. We're going to do $40. Eating out will be $60. Miscellaneous will be $10. And then we have buffer. And so right now I'm not going to plan on a buffer. Okay, so my variable amount is 1,860. I'm going to subtract that from $2,229. So that gives me $369. Did I add that right? Maybe I did. 850, 100, 200, 200, 110. Yep, I did. Okay. So then, hope you can see that down here in savings and debt, we have home maintenance. This is an automatic transfer and it is always $75 every time I get paid. And then my Ally savings, it is just another high yield savings account. And I just do $10 automatic transfer every time I get paid. Then my sinking funds. So the bare minimum that I have been doing per paycheck so that I can pay off my debt just a little bit quicker is $230. And then we're going to do extra debt. I don't even know if I have enough to do extra debt, but so we have 369 left over. We are doing 230 for sinking funds, 75 plus 10. So right now we have $54 that we can add extra to my Discover. And if you remember me saying, as long as I paid about $830, $850 each month, then I was on track to have this paid off at the end of December, which of course, by now you've probably seen my closeout from my second paycheck, and I was able to pay 900 and something bucks. Again, that 900 and something bucks, like the extra 500 and something, kind of washes itself out because I have to have some dental work done, which my portion is like 550 bucks, which is still fine because as long as I do my 850 base amount each month, I'm still on track to pay it off at the end of December. Yes, I want to pay it off early. It will still be 0% interest well into February. So we are good on that front. But my total for this section is $369, which leaves me zero. So I do the zero-based budget method, but I also do the paycheck to paycheck or paycheck budget method. Yes, I budget paycheck to paycheck. And those two things have tremendously helped me pay off debt, stay within my budget, control my spending a lot, especially sinking funds has definitely helped me control my spending a lot, especially seeing the cash and how it adds up over time. So if you ever wanted to give it a try, just know that it does work. It will take some patience on your part and some fine tuning to find the system, how you want to set your system up, what works for you. Like I do a hybrid method, like I use my credit card, I stuff cash, all of those good things. But when I very first started, it was strictly cash. So find what works for you. And when you do find what works for you, does not mean you have to stay with it the entire time. You will evolve and change over time, and that is completely okay. So that is all that I have for you guys. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.